Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host, Jennifer. Today I'm showing you my newly renovated, I didn't tear down walls or paint or anything, but my newly redone craft slash yarn slash workroom. You guys ready? I'm so excited to show you what we got. All right, first I'm going to start off with my new desk. Now, the room, you guys know this room is not very big. I think it's like 12 by 12. There used to be a bookshelf right here, and we got rid of that entirely. And that was my goal, is to get rid of that bookshelf because it was not solid wood, and the rest of my bookshelves are solid wood, and it was not sturdy. And I hated the bookshelf. So now I'm going to tell you, my room is not perfectly clean right now because of, things. But I worked my booty off in this room all weekend long, and I'm really, really proud of it. My new desk is a kitchen table. All right, I will talk about that more in a minute, but let's pivot. We got my art over here on the wall, which has been there for a while. I don't like it up there, but Mr. Cinnamon put it there, the TV. This is the windows that I use. I usually face the windows for lighting when I'm filming so that I have natural light, and then I use my ring light usually in this area and I face it towards me. That may change now, but we'll see. And then I got these new carts at Michael's. I went yesterday and got them at Michael's. I'm very excited. These carts run for $29.99 each. They fit a lot of stuff. I have a third one I'll show you in a minute, which you probably saw just a second ago. But the coral colored one has empty project bags in the bottom, yarn in the middle, and the top is some of my favorite fabrics or my newer fabrics and the stuff to make project bags. And I actually have some new fabric in there that I just bought to go with some other fabric that I was gifted. And I'm super excited. And then this cart has, like, down here is my ball winder, and then this white thing is my tutorial tripod, and under it is a filming tripod. And then this is like Cricut supplies, and then Holly is under there with my hat. And then just above that I hung my stitch marker mandala thing. So you guys won't be seeing it in videos anymore, but it's more easily accessible to me now. So, all right, I will pivot back. A lot of the yarn shelves have not changed. I rearranged a little bit and reorganized. And yes, I still have it practically stacked to the ceiling. I'm working on that. But I cleaned up a little bit, and I got the yarn shelves cleared up a little bit. Cleaned up, organized a little bit. I have in this classy crafty and a little sassy bag, I have some Amigurumi supplies that I've been working with recently. And this is the first cart that I bought, and I bought that because of Lisa from Lisa's Crochet. She was putting one together, and I was like, well, maybe I do need one. But that is mostly like yarn. And then these are yarns, honestly, that I pulled off my shelf that I want to use because they've been up there for a really long time. And it's a kind of a use it or get rid of it type thing. So I put them up there to use them. And then the top shelf is all of my knitting needles and all of my crochet hooks, with the exception of what is in my little twirly thing on my desk. And then over here we have Happy Mail boxes. This is a bag I got last week in my Happy Mail that I'm actually using for my loom supplies, which is really awesome. It makes me happy. There's also stacked in here stuff that is meant to be shown on episodes this week. And then this green bucket is all the stuff that I've made recently that I need to do something with. And then dyeing supplies, because it's just about dye season. Brunhilde got an upgrade. I changed her outfit. And I took some of the stuff down off my boards here because it was looking really cluttered to me. But I'm still, I still got some of my favorite stickers up there. And my cool keychain. And then for those of you that asked, I finished that cross. I made that cross. I told you I wanted to make a cross. I just wrapped it in yarn. And it kind of held itself together. There's no glue or anything on there, just yarn. And then there are some goodies here and there tucked into my shelves. Things that make me happy. And of course, again, floor to ceiling. All right, let's pivot back around. I'm gonna try to go not so fast. Now let's talk about this desk, okay? This is a kitchen table. It is a standard size kitchen table. Underneath is a lot of storage because it's the size of a kitchen table. My sewing machine is under here. Oh, the wooden box with my family photos and stuff is behind this new trash can. The trash can was kind of a necessity with Mr. Cinnamon working so often in here. And then my daughter left all of her bead supplies in here. She was working and filling orders last night. By the way, she's got some new stuff in the Etsy shop. She's trying to keep it updated as often as she can, but she's back to school full time, so, you know. And then this box, Mr. Cinnamon made me some time ago, and it is filled with yarn. It was custom built to fit under a living room table that no longer exists. And there's a drawer in the bottom for hooks or notions. And this lid right here lifts up for the front part. And there's compartments for yarn. And there's actually holes drilled out of the top so that if I wanted to, I could use it as like a yarn bowl. And then in the back part of this wooden box is, it's an open box filled with yarns. And then I have some of my notepads because I'm constantly writing notepads. By the way, this table, we searched and searched and searched for a table that met my qualifications. It had to be a certain size because I was looking at tables that were like craft tables, specifically craft tables that were around this size, and they were in the hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and I was not willing to pay that. So I was like, why don't I just buy myself a used kitchen table? And you can see there's scratches and like dings on it, but that means I'm not afraid to cut on this, and I'm not afraid to use it as an ironing work surface with a towel underneath, of course. I'm not afraid to use my Cricut on there. I fit 2 computers so me and Mr. Cinnamon can work side by side. Yesterday, I was on one side and my daughter was on the other side doing her work. So like, this is perfect. And there's a built-in leaf in this table. So this table extends to 6 feet if I need it to. I think right now it's probably 4.5 feet. But it's perfect. And like all of my stuff fits up there. And there's room to work. I know it looks kind of cluttered right now because there's like this is her bead supplies. That's her bead supply box. You know, the laptops are up there. So yeah, and then I actually decorated the mirror. I got some command hooks and I hung up the mandala that I made for myself and then my dream big thing. If you look, I'll show you in the mirror. If you look in the mirror over here, the other mandala I was gifted is right there. So there is a tour of my room. I am totally geeked and like so proud of the work that I put into this. I'm so proud of my new desk. And that storage under there, I mean, it looks like it's kind of cluttered, like there's a lot of stuff in there, but there's so much more walking around room in here. And I'm still trying to like, yeah, that's my broken chair that squeaks. That everybody keeps telling me to replace. I'm really proud of the work that I put into this room this weekend. It's been such a relief. It's been such a relief to get it all taken care of. And oh, back here is my blocking mats that I bought. I use a lot of the gray side for filming and tutorial because obviously like you can't film on a black surface. And my other tables that were in here prior. Now before I had a black desk in this corner that was probably this width. So like 3/4 of the length of this table, but it was like half the width this way. So it was really small and only Mr. Cinnamon could work at it. And this entire wall was one of those big plastic tables for the kids, for basically me. And it took up the whole room. And so I'm so happy. You see my bee is up there. And I got some little Disney touches here and there throughout the room. My favorite picture of all time because it reminds me of Walt and Lilith, his wife, whatever her name was, I don't remember. I know, what kind of Disney fan are you? So, what do you guys think? Super happy. I love the way it turned out. I just gotta get rid of all this stuff, but that will be put away as soon as I get done filming. And I need to find storage for the dyeable yarn. That may go in the garage with the rest of my supplies. All right, guys. Thank you for watching my room tour. Hi. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.